Testing microphone 1 2. Good morning, everybody. How's it going today? Biff back with you again. Let me check out some audio. I don't know if I turned this down or not. Let's see. Testing audio. Sounds okay. All right. How's everybody doing this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or tonight, or tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon? Wherever you are in the wide world. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for my VOD watchers who they always seem to have my back. I'll go over here and see, go into content. Let's see, I have on my Timberborn streams, I've got 18 VOD watchers from a couple days ago and then 17 yesterday. So looks like people are enjoying it. Taking a break from, I'm taking a break from Fields of Fire, just probably long enough to forget everything I learned. But yeah, I just want to take a break. I streamed that. I played it for like 2 weeks in a row and just kind of like, I need a break because I felt my brain was kind of going scrambled. So right now I'm in Is There Any Deal? That's our usual stream. I'm going to leave these on for the game. I'll just leave them there, I guess. That's our usual stop, basically, is to take a quick look at Is There Any Deal and see if there is any deal. Heard Outworld Station was pretty good. Might have to look at that over on Steam. I think I have it on my wish list on Steam now. I don't see anything over on Is There Any Deal right now. I think I downloaded the demo, or I was going to download the demo. Let's do that now because it's only 2.5 gigabytes. Very positive reviews, 91% out of 199. Somebody says put 25 hours into the game, solid experience with no major issues or bugs. Performance does get a bit choppy once you have a medium-sized factory. But I was playing on 4K max settings on a 7900 XT. It does get quite grindy fairly early on. There's no proper opportunity to scale the factory due to the very limited resource nodes after reaching level 8, 9. At one point, I had to leave my PC running for an extended period of time just to crank out the ships needed for the next level. There was virtually nothing to do. All nodes were being maxed, all artifacts collected. This never happens in Factorio or DSP, where you're only ever restricted by the efficiency of your build. Going to park it now and revisit it after a year. Hopefully early access has progressed well by then. Let's check out. Let's see. It's in early access. It was released on April 22nd. See if it's been in development before then, where they've updated anything. No. I want to revisit, though, Stardeus. Let's go to desktop capture. Maybe you guys can see me in here looking at this. Stardeus. Now this has been in development for a while. Out of 1,200, it's very positive. 87%. I played the demo for this. I thought the demo was really good. It's just I don't know if it's ever been on sale. And so I don't know if because I felt like the demo, there wasn't enough content in the demo to actually to justify the price of $30. Because I paid, like, for example, I'm not sure how much Dyson Sphere program is right now, but I paid $18 for Dyson Sphere program. It was $20 with 10% discount when I bought it. Yeah, see, Dyson Sphere program's $20, and I've got 500 hours in the game right now. Yeah, overwhelmingly positive, 97% of 77,000 reviews. And I left I have 515 hours on record. I left a very simple review. I said, I paid $18 for it. I said, this is the best $18 that I've spent on a computer game in a long time. Because when I played it, it's basically, at least for the content that they had developed in the game, which was basically building on a planet, building out into your solar system, and then building out into the galaxy. All of that was in place and playable and no crashes. Maybe a very little bit of lag. And I was actually able to build a Dyson Sphere. And I know a lot of other people did too. with no problems at all, no bugs, no problems. And they've continued to develop it. And I mean, if you want to see an update history for, let's see when was the game released? 2020, 2021, so 4 years ago. Um, if you want to see a development cycle, this is the kind of development cycle that I'm talking about for games. I mean, look where the thumbnail is up here. And their last update was in March, what, a month and a half ago, March 31st. And just scroll down here. No more updates found. But yeah, I mean, look at all of the updates that they've done to this. Now, some people experience some bugs. I may have experienced bugs and just didn't know it was a bug. Um, but I mean, look at this is what I'm talking about with a developer that's committed to, first of all, the concept of their program and the way that they're going to expand the program. There's no DLC for this. It's just the game being developed up until the point Rise of the Dark Fog. All previous to this, between 2021 2023, it was all basically single. It's a single player, but there was no conflict. Basically, you're just building your Dyson sphere or spheres. And then they introduced the dark fog, which you can play with or without in the game still. Dark fog is a protagonist, no, antagonist. Antagonist who is attacking you because you are developing. The goal of the game is to develop energy for the center brain, which is why you're building a Dyson sphere to generate, lots of energy. And then the dark fog find that you are generating so much energy and they attack you because they are antagonistic, I guess, to the center brain. So, I mean, yeah, just still, I don't play it a ton now. I've got 515 hours in it. Do play other stuff also, but when I got this, I played this pretty much straight for 2-3 months. I mean, that was my game right there. Um, so yeah, at $10 more than Dyson Sphere program is right now, um, and it's a very small sample size. I did play the demo. I did like the demo, but I think I would wait till this comes down to maybe $15. Because you can see here the original soundtrack and the journey. I also bought the soundtrack to Dyson Sphere program because it is excellent. And I don't know what the journey is. Continuously evolving digital art book that gives you a detailed look at the art. Now, Stardeus, from my understanding, was developed by a single developer. And then I think they got picked up by Paradox Arc. And I think Paradox Arc then contributed a bit of their development team to help with the development. But I think it's mainly just this one person. Dyson Sphere program, my understanding was like a 5-man team that is doing Dyson Sphere program. So they do have 5 times the resources probably with, developing music and content and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm probably still going to wait for Stardeus. Let me go back over here to is to I'll put Stardeus in my wait list. I think I saw somebody playing it recently, and like I said, I really enjoyed the demo. I thought it was pretty good. So the store low on Steam is $20, 19.49. So I'll go ahead and add that to my wait list. See what happens with it. So I don't see anything on I don't see anything right now on I don't see anything on is there any deal? So we can go into my queue. Go back out here, desktop. This is my Steam queue, discovery queue. Jacksmith Weapons and Warriors. Fire up the porch and craft your finest weapons in Jacksmith Weapons and Warriors. A reforged adventure. What does that mean? It's like a remake of something they did before. Flipline. Probably skip that one. I'm gonna skip that one. Void Sales. Skipperoonie Scarecrow. Granvir Zero Front. In Kobini. One store, many stories. Fluxus. Ski Lander. Hamster Hustle. Void Collector. What's that middle finger up there? Grid Ranger. Luminality. Luminality is a single-player experience focused on liminal spaces. Dive into the eerie but relaxing lukewarm water of the pool rooms. Navigate through the liminal spaces where reality blurs and uncover the secrets that lie beneath the surface. It's like everything's about secrets anymore. It's like every game's got to have secrets in it. Secrets to discover. Finish queue. Gladly. Gladly, I will finish the queue and come back to my full screen team thing. Okay, let's see. Let's go here to here. Let's click over here. Let's go up here. And I do have some things to talk about in my Timberborn playthrough. Some mistakes I made, things I could have done better, kind of looking at the best ways to do things. And for example, one thing is collecting water. I think we decided middle bottom right, I think was the best screen. Timberborn Early Access. Again, this is a great game. I would it's different than Dyson Sphere Program, but it's similar in that the game has been under development for a while and has been under constant development. They're developing it. They're issuing new content. You can see this one is update 7 zip lines and tubeways. So they've been updating and doing, if there's a bug or potential problem or something, they'll do a patch for it. But these are kind of like major updates to the game where they're continually adding new features and new content to the game. So, these aren't DLCs. This is not a DLC. They patch the game up to the current update and you get brand new content to play with. I think it's just great. That's the way games should be done, I think, where you shouldn't have to pay um, all the time for um, for content. And again, this game is I need to email the developers though and ask them if I can play the music in the game because the music is great. Just like Dyson Sphere. I haven't bought this soundtrack to this. I probably should to help support developers, but the music's great. It just is. Let's see, we're going to continue our run. We should start off on, so we got some planning to do. First, I'm going to show you a couple mistakes I think that I made. Not that there was only a couple. Hopefully I can remember, you know. So you start out, we're in a drought, 11-day drought. You start out paused. This is our little deal here. So I think what I want to do here, I want to, not during the drought, but I don't know if I can build on top of there. What I want to do is I want to raise these up. The highest floodgates you can get is triple, and that costs 500 science. But what I want to do is I want to create here like a basin that's like too high, like right up to here. So if we did, and again, it would have like, I'd have to get rid of this path here, but it would be too high. So it'd be up to here. And so I'd have a pool. Excuse me. Ooh, here. I'd have a pool of water right here. That would be too high because I would also put floodgate on top of here. Now I don't know if I could build a floodgate on top of here. No, see, it won't let me. So I'd have to build a floodgate like right here. I could. See, I don't want to do this now. Because what happens is once the drought ends, this, and at some point I can build a floodgate down here to just kind of block all this water off the map. But when the drought ends, the bad water is going to come right up to this line here. And so I'd still have to have, anyways, levees here. I don't know if they can walk across this. But probably what I could do is I could do something like this. Build a levee here, levee here, levee here. And then build a, which is the same height as this. Then once that's built, I could build a levee. I could have them demolish this, this, and this. Put another levee back here, get rid of this levee, and then build floodgate on top of that levee. Because that way, if I can build up this too high, I would also have a too high over here. And I'd also have a too high right here pool that would be continuously like filled, plus another one over here that would be continuously filled. So this is probably where I would start with that. I mean, for now, I could just leave this here, build floodgate in front of it. Because I was thinking to myself, you know, I need to get dynamite. I need to get dynamite so I can blast this open, so I can create a big water reservoir over here. And I'm like, well, wait a second. I can just build up a dam right here, build these up to 2 or 3 high, and then, because this is too high already over here, I can have a big thing of water right here. If I built, if I built these floodgates here, I'd have to build a, I'd have to build up here. I'd have to build a levee here and here to get that to 2 high. Then everything would be at 2 high. And I could have a big pool of water over here, like right here. But I think I'd also have to build, I'd have to build levees right here. And then when I needed to, when I needed to drain the bad water off, I would just drop these all the way down. I would drop these all the way down to 0, and then the bad water would just flow out over this. Through there. And then once I do that, I gotta have some way for these guys to get over. I don't think there's stairs over here. I'd have to build up stairs so they can get around here. I'd have to build stairs up here, over here, down here, right here, down here, and up here. Build a lot of stairs. Or I could, I don't want to break this one out. I could build up a stairs here so they could come over, and then build another set of stairs here. What's the fastest way to do this? Well, let's do this first. Well, then, anyways, let me show you a couple. I noticed a couple things that I made a mistake on. For example, when I had 0 water at one point, I had 0 water. I've got 16 guys now, so, I mean, I got 16 adults, 4 babies. Excuse me. See, the happier they are, the better they work, the faster they run, their life expectancy, well-being, tier 7. So I can probably bring that up pretty quick by building a couple things. But one of the things that I noticed is that when I was out of water, it took me like 3 or 4 minutes before I turned these. There was only 2 of them, I think, at the time. They were paused because I needed my workers at other places because I had let my thing get down to 6 workers because I forgot to keep these pods on. So I was down to like 6 workers, and it took me like 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes before I turned these back on to start collecting water, even though I was totally out of water at the time. So I'm like, I was watching back the VOD yesterday. I'm like, turn the water on. Turn the water. Come on, turn the water on. Like, Come on, man. Do your job. These and the beavers, I'm sure, are like, oh, come on. Give us a break. Hmm. Another very, 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 or should I say, very important thing that I messed up on was I had somebody over here, like I do now, to collect berries. And there was a bunch of berries down here, and they're not collecting any berries. I'm like, why are you collecting berries? Come on, we need berries. Go. Because these pods need berries and water. I think this might be a daily thing. They need 2 berries and 2 water during the progress of this. Oh, they need a total of 5 and a total of. They need a total of 5 and a total 5 water, total 5 berries. And they've got to be maintained in order for these things to continue to grow. This one's only got 1 and 2. So what happens is you can see here, the needed nutrients are brought by haulers, the unemployed, excuse me, and workers after work. Um, but I'm like, why aren't you guys collecting the berries? Come on, we need the berries. And I realized it's because the storage was full. I only had the 1 storage. And I've got storage here, and there is some storage at the collection point. But if the collection point storage is full and your other storage is full, they won't collect anything because they don't have any room, they don't have anywhere to put it. So they just will stand there and not do anything. If this is 20 of 20 and this is 200 of 200, then they won't collect anything. The same thing with everything else. You can see over here, like on these wood collection points. We don't have any over there. There's no goods in stock. How about over here? Yeah, we have 19 of 20 logs in there. And then we have, this is full. So now it was the same thing. I was lower on logs, but I built this after I built more storage for the blueberries because I realized what I was doing. Wait a second, they don't have anywhere to put the blueberries. You know, we're pretty much maxed out on our places to live right now too, so we're gonna have to do something about that at some point. So yeah, they weren't able to store anymore, so they just stand there and they don't do anything. They don't chop trees down, they don't collect blueberries, they won't collect food, like the kohlrabi, they won't collect that. It'll just sit there until you provide more storage for them. So that's an important thing that I realized while I was watching the VOD. I'm like, wait a second. And there's probably a few times with this in here when I was trying to build these where I could have done better with, I had somebody over here. I think I had enough wood to finish making the planks and the gears that I needed for these, but I kept somebody over here and somebody here when I could have had them down here building this or working this when we were in a drought. So just some things that you know, I did survive. I just want to let everybody know too, when I click off, like if you hear the game pause or you see it paused like that, it's because I'm clicking on the I have a screen for users in chat so I can see a list of who's in chat. It doesn't update in real time. So you have to click on the refresh button to see who's in chat. So, so that's what I'm doing. And then when I come back over here and click back on the game, it'll start back up again. So, welcome to chat, Deriza G. Welcome. Hope everything's going well with you today. Yeah, I want to start working on this. So I was saying I want to develop dynamite because I want to dynamite this out so that I can bring water in here, make a big pool of water because there is evaporation mechanics in the game, and the water eventually, when you're in a drought, you can see here I've got 11 days left in this drought. It will eventually evaporate here. I won't have this pool anymore because there is, I think the larger the surface area, maybe the faster it evaporates, something like that. So this is a smaller surface area over here, and so it won't evaporate as quickly. The deeper you go, the more water you're going to have. So I wanted to dynamite this, but dynamite is a long process. You need metal. I actually might pause these right now because I'm going to need those. You need metal. So I actually spent 200. I spent 250 research to get this scavenger flag. I've got 291 left. What I should have done is I should have spent the 500 research to get the level 3 the triple floodgate, because then I could make an actually one level further deeper thing. So I think what I want to do first is I'm going to get some beavers over here doing this so we can at least create. Now I'm trying to think what's going to be the most beneficial. See, the thing is, I need this built before I can effectively build this 2 levels deep over here, because this won't fill up to 2 levels high in here. Even though this is open, it won't fill up to 2 levels high until it's 2 levels high in here. Now, when this is 2 levels high, it's still not going to help me when I'm going to have a 2 level high pool of water here. It's not going to help me when there's a bad water event, because the bad water is just going to come and flood all that out of here. So it's kind of a catch. Well, I know what I can do. Really simple. Put down a platform down there. Put stairs right here. Put a path right there. I think this is a good time to do this. I don't know if the beavers can walk on this, though. That's the only thing. So I think I'm going to get rid of that for now. I think I need to build... So actually I'd be able to build that. So build this, bring this path down here. Okay, so that's out there. So then they can come this way, come through here, come up here, down here, and build. So these don't need to be paused. Just build all of that. So like I said, the goal is get get a pool of water in here for when there's droughts. Then eventually build a 2-level. So I'm going to have to get rid of this. Build a 2-level floodgate like across here. Probably from here. Across here. A 2-level floodgate across here. Build this up to level 2 to create a pool of water over here for when there's a bad tide. So what I need to do is, if I'm going to build that, let's plan it out. Pause these. And then eventually, once I have the triple floodgates, we'll raise this up to 3. We'll tear these down and build triple floodgates here. The same thing over here. Maybe by then we'll have dynamite. So what I'm going to need to do for now, though, is I'm going to need to have to get rid of this. Actually, I don't want to do that now because I want them to build that, so I need to put that back. But I will eventually have to do that. So what I'm going to want to do, though, is I'm going to want the path to go out this way. So I'm going to need to mark this for demolition out this way, because my path is going to have to go up here and around here in order for me to build a another, put this up to level 2 all the way over to here. Do this one also. And we want to do that, kind of prioritize it. Get those done like right away. Yeah, the whole time I'm like, I need dynamite, and it takes a ton of research. Excuse me. Whew, I was trying to get to the mic off. I was trying to get to the mic off button, but I was not successful. And so I sneezed. Yeah, I was so focused on dynamite. Need dynamite, need dynamite. I'm like, oh, I just need to build a pool of water here. I just need to build this up to level 2. And then eventually up to level 3, like across here. Maybe from here to here. Level 3, since this is at level 3 already. Kind of built in. So how many, I got 43 planks. I need 4 for each of these. I need 6, so that's 10. 18. 28, 38, 48. I got 43. So let's turn this back on. I don't need any gears for this. I'm going to put that back on. I need, what, 75? I think I only need one of these guys in there. Two of these guys. So I've got 2 over here. I've got 2 over here. Now they're just waiting for this to grow. So right now I think I can, until this starts harvesting, I could just do with like 1 over there. You're not coming out. I got both of these working because I want research. I'm not cutting down any trees over here. We got lots of berries. We need kohlrabi. I should probably just leave these guys in here because I want more kohlrabi. I was thinking about putting another kohlrabi field over here, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to leave this one here for now. I'm at 268 out of what, 400? So let's get somebody over here maybe collecting these berries. Do I need wood right now? I don't. So we're going to shut some of these down. And what I want to do is, because if a bad tide comes, the first trees are going to be affected is this corner right here, because the bad water comes in here. It basically poisons the ground and kills this section of trees right here. So let's go do that. Let's see where we cut trees. Yeah, we want to cut the trees, but we don't want to cut them there for now. We want to cut these out first. We want to cut out this corner. Let's do that. We're going to leave one guy over here to do that. We don't need him over here right now. He's planting, I think. Replant dead trees not marked for cutting. Okay, yeah, we can do that. But we don't want to plant here. Get rid of this. There were some trees over here that we cut down. I don't necessarily want to replant birch. What I want to do is I want to build another forester over here and start developing this into oak. I gotta make sure I have enough builders over here. I want a couple more builders. Let's look at the worker situation. Deep water pump, we got 2 of them. How much water do we have? 609. These each hold 300. And so we do have some down here, so I think we can turn one of these off. We want more. For the forester right now, I think we can, we got a lot of wood. Let's pause him. The gatherer flag for berries, we'll leave that one on. Gear workshop is paused. The lumber mill. We got 2 inventors going. The large power wheel. We want somebody in there. So this one, if I can get somebody over there. Okay, Sligo's over there. Okay, he's going to cut that. And then we've got him over here to cut these trees over here. Okay, so those 2 guys. Then we got 2 that are unemployed, so we can add them into here. Good. So this is your district center, and this is where your builders are. So if you're building something, you want to have builders in there. If you're not, you can take them out. You can put the building on pause. But yeah, you want to have builders so that you can build your stuff. Speed up a little bit. Okay, that's ready, so they'll build the stairs next. We want to have planks being generated. So building needs power, so we do need somebody in here. No available workers. Okay. Sligo. Got 18 logs in there. We're going to put you on pause to try to get you to come over here into here. All right. All we need is 75 horsepower for this. So we get Sligo in there, and Sligo will start generating power. Where is he? Where's my man Sligo? What's he doing? He lives in the barrack and he works at the large power wheel. Let's follow Sligo. Here he goes. You work. You work, men. Because I need a lot. I've got a lot of wood, so it's one log will make one plank. One plank will make one gear. We don't need gears right now. Building lacks workers. Okay, because it's nighttime. They're going to sleep. I hope everybody's enjoying the game. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think it's a great value at like, I think right now it's 10% off, something like that. It's like 25 bucks. Like I say, as far as updates and everything, they just constantly are adding new content and developing new content. It's still in early access, but I don't know, it's just a great game. I love it. I don't like this. I do not like, though, this new update to my to Android on my phone. I think it's poorly done. And I don't like it that they make you upgrade. Like, for example, for me with computers. I think when I first got my first Android phone, when you opened up your apps, you scrolled from top to bottom. Then they went, when you opened up your apps, you turned pages from left to right, back and forth. Now it's back top to bottom. Like, pick something and leave it alone. If it works, it works. There's no reason to, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Okay? We're getting some storage on kohlrabi. Okay, these are all done. So now they're starting to build here. That's good. We're getting more made. We got him still working there. He's actually putting out 78 horsepower. Look at that. He is a worker. Oh, you know why? Because he is happy, and that means he gets a 25% bonus to his work speed. That's why he's putting out 78 instead of 75. It's another day over in Beaverton. This beaver here they are sharpening their teeth on the grinder. So after this is built over here, and I think this is built over here, I'm going to build them a place where they can kind of hang out. I'm going to need another barracks. So I think we're just going to go a back to back. Now what I can do is this. Probably should look at setting this up now. Go here like this. Go stairs here. Maybe on this side. Maybe stairs on this side. Because there's really nothing I can put in here. But I might want to create a walkway there. Might want to create a path here. Because eventually this will be flooded out here, and it will get us this whole, it'll grab this whole area for building, for planting more trees. So we're probably going to do something like this. I could put another barracks down here. If I did that, and then eventually I can do a second story. So they're at the bottom, so this would have to be a double, which I don't have yet. You can actually get a double platform, and the double platform would allow us to build on top of this and then allow the beavers to like come up here. So that would be 2. That'd be like a single platform here. It'd be a double platform here and here. The thing is, you kind of want to save for this because a double platform is 8 planks, a single platform is 6. So it's, instead of doing 2 on top of each other, that'd be 12. It's just better to do the 8. But I'm just kind of building this out to think what I'm going to do. So then at some point with building this, we're going to be able to stack these on top of each other. Then you'll have where they can reach this level. Now it's a little bit away from where the food is over here. So that is my 5-minute timer, which I'm running right now because I do want to stay on top of my chat. See who's in chat. Say hi, how's it going? Biff back with you again today. So now this does take them a bit away from where the food is over here. They'd have to come over here to get their food, then come back over here to go up. So I could do it on this side, but I kind of want this side for like more storage and stuff. So, and then what I would do is I just have a path that just comes up this way. Now, what's the next thing? Large barrack. A large barrack sleeps 16. Requires 70 logs. This requires 40 logs. It sleeps 10. So let's see. 70 divided by 16 is what? Let's see the efficiency of it. So, let's see. The efficiency. 4 per... we do 4. For the regular barrack, it's 4 per 1. So to get 16, it'd be 16, it'd be 64 times 4. Is 64 for 16. The large barrack is 70 per 16. But you do have to build, you have to take into account you're building the platforms and stuff for them to get up there and stuff. And then it's larger, so you actually have to have more space. The benefit of that is that it is a larger footprint. It's like a 2x3 footprint. No, a 3x3 footprint. Where this is a 2x3. Based on this. This is the grid right here. So those are called cells, I guess. So this one is a 2x3 cell. The large one would be a 2x2. So it is more efficient as far as, but going up, so this is 4 per. This is also 4 per. 5 inhabitants for 20 wood. That's 4 per. This is 8 inhabitants for 35 wood. So this is 4.3, 4 3/8 per. So this is a little more expensive. They all provide the same benefit, sleep and shelter. Oh, this one you produce. Wow. This one you produce adult beavers ready to go. But we need extract. Extract is, you do extract, I believe, from bad water. Housing. I guess what's most efficient right now is whatever is the cheapest as far as resources. Because we're still in the stage of the game where, you know, we kind of need to keep an eye on our resources. We're not like totally self-sufficient. I mean, we are self-sufficient. We're not totally like, we don't have resources like totally locked down yet. Okay, they're working on this. I got 9 of 10 planks. I got 10 of 20 logs, 9 of 10 planks there. I just need logs over here. I got lots of logs right now. I need guys working in here. I need him working in there. I need water pumping here. It is dropping a little bit on the water. At some point here shortly, we're going to have a couple new beavers. They're going to need housing, so we're building this over here. Oh, and then what we want to build is a rooftop terrace. It has to be built on a roof. So we're still going to have to build the stairs here so they can get up there. Yeah, that's the thing. It has to be built on a rooftop. So we want to build that because that's going to increase their well-being. And it'll hold up to 10 beavers. So like 10 can go one night. and 10 can go the next night. We got 28 planks. We have enough planks. So since we have enough planks, let's start maybe building this out over here. Now if I build this on this side, no, I can't there. It would have to be here. Over to there. Oh, okay. So I can do this now. Let's do this new path. If I build this out, I'm going to have to maybe come over here. So let's just get rid of these two on the end here also. And then we're going to prioritize those to be done like yesterday. Because what I'm thinking is, instead of going from this corner to over here, go from this corner to this corner over here. Let's do this. Not resources, this. So how many would we need? 2, 4, 6, 8. We'd need from this corner to this corner. We need 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then we'd need one here. So we'd have a 2 high floodgate right there to over there. We need to build a levee. To have a levee here, and then down over here and along here over to here. I think that'd be better. I mean, that's kind of maximize our water. I think it's nighttime. We got 31 planks. We need how many for each of these? We need 10, so that means 80 planks. And we got plenty of wood. We do have 17, 20 beavers now. We had a couple that were, one that grew up, one that was, we still have 20. We had 16 and 4, and now we have 17 and 3. So these guys are getting ready to come out. Let's prioritize this as far as building goes. I know I have 4 builders in there, so let's prioritize that. So we've got enough people when these new babies come out. We're gonna do this. Can we? I think there's a way that you can actually do this without having to do each one individually. I just forget what it is. But yeah, we're gonna take that one down. We're going to take out this, we're going to build the path out this way. We're prioritizing that one, right? Yep. Here he goes. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to pull this one up here. Pull this path out here. We want to demolish this path. No, not that one. No. This levee needs to come again. It needs to come out here. Because the levee needs to come out here. Like so. It's going to be too deep, so it's going to be a big pool. Too deep. This will be too deep over here, so that when this is completed, we'll actually have water coming down, filling up this pool, then filling up this pool, which will then release into our area here. But then when there's a bad water event, this will be closed off. This will be closed off at level 2 water. And then we'll have a pool of water that we'll be able to release into here during bad water events and droughts that will keep this area irrigated. So we've got 2 in there, right? Yeah. You guys are focusing on harvesting. Okay. We still don't have any kohlrabi in stock because they eat it. As soon as it's harvested, they eat it. Okay, so now we've got some people here. We got a family there. So now I think what we want to do is we want to pause these. Now, so we have one that's unemployed. I think over here. It doesn't tell you their age. I wish it would tell you their age without having to click on it. Or, you know, what their remaining life expectancy is, something like that. Seven days left of drought. I think when this is built, which we'll go ahead and unpause this all. This one will build last. Or we can just put a stairs down here. Maybe we'll do that instead so they can get down here. build all this. Okay, this is built. So we're not letting any water through there. This pool will fill up with water to level 2. You can see here, this is level 2, so water will just keep coming through here and fill it up to level 2. And then we will we'll have this pool of water for droughts and this pool of water. And then for bad tides, the bad tide water will just run through these gates right here, floodgates. And then we'll have a pool of water right here. That hopefully won't evaporate as quickly because it's a smaller surface area than this area out here. Oh, we have 2 unemployed, so where do we want them? We're like almost maxed out on water. Let's put 1 in the forester. We still have 4 in the still have 4 there. We're collecting berries still over here. Got 20 berries in there. So we're collecting berries over here. I think what I want to do is I want to put a forester over here and develop this. I don't know if I want to keep these berries right here. I could put a forester down here. You just have to move those. That would lose a couple of move these back 1, and then I would lose a couple of berry bushes, but I think I'm going to get rid of these anyways, but then at least I can start developing this. Forester requires what? Planks. How many planks do I have? 31. I need my planks. I can't do it right now. I need my planks for these guys. We're going to prioritize all this. Because we'd like to get this done before a bad water event happens. Now I think the fact that I prioritized all this before I prioritized the stairs, I hope it means that if they need the stairs, then they'll use the stairs. Like if they're building out here and they build all this and they can't get down here, then they'll build the stairs to get over here again. And nobody will get locked up in... I got this one paused. Okay, so... So I need a total of 80. I'm down to 98 wood. I know where that next person... Oh, 2 unemployed? Go to it, guys. Maybe get somebody over here getting this. Oh, good. Yamosia. Mimosa? He's going after it. There's 8. Each of these trees produces 8 wood. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That's 160 wood. So maybe I should build another one over there. They need a lot of wood. These are 12 each. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's 120. See, 180. I think I'm going to put a couple more down here. So where don't I need people? You know what I do need? I need more of you. Oh, wait, I need you. Yeah, we'll do 3 more. I got the housing for it. I've got the water for it. I've got the food for it. I mean, my food is like getting way up there. We got excess kohlrabi. Woohoo! Coal to the Rob to the E. I've got storage for 400. Yeah, see, it just dried up. What day are we on? 5.5 days left. This is still... let's let some of this water through here. Bring this down a little bit to let some water out. Now, see, that'll be the goal with this big pool right here, is for drinking, but also for irrigation mostly, to keep this stuff. Now, see, these guys, hopefully they're going to harvest these right here first, because these are the ones that are going to be dying. But if we can keep a 2-level pool over here, it will help us release some water out of this side over here and help keep this area irrigated. That's kind of the goal. Now, I've got a lot of blueberries, so I don't think I need to have that one open. And I don't need to have this one open. I got like 400 blueberries. But what I want to do is I want to have these, I want to get this harvested over here. So let's go to wood. I'm going to put down a couple more flags over here. Get those built. Get those built and worked on in. At 66 wood. Oh, you know what? Ah. Well, let's see. I had marked these to be cut. And I unmarked these because I wanted these to get cut first. Cut these two. I'd mark these to be cut because these are the ones that are going to die first when there's a bad tide, because the bad water comes through here and it contaminates this ground right here. It contaminates the ground and it kills the trees like instantly. You can see over here, like this stuff here has a, well, I'll tell you right here. This has a drought resistance for 13 days. So I can go without water for 13 days. And as long as it gets water again, it'll keep growing or grow back. If bad tide hits it and contaminates the ground that it's in, it just dies. And it's got to be replanted. It takes another 12 days to grow. So that's why I had them cut these down first, but now I have to, I had to remark to have them recut those. I don't have any vacancies. That's good. It looks like all 19 people, 19 beavers are being employed. Where's my water at? I'm going to probably open up another one of these. No available workers in the district, so let's close this one down. And put somebody over here. Oh, you know what? I don't have any water over there. So we're going to close both of these down. We're going to grab more wood. Because we need wood. Yeah, there's no use having this. But what I can do is I can send beaver out over here to pump water here. Okay, they are building these. These are getting built well. I probably didn't need all of this to be floodgate, because down here I have only 4 floodgates. I probably didn't need it to be 4 floodgates. So maybe here I'll just build levees. Besides, this one says it's too far. So build that. Build it. So let's change this priority to normal. And then prioritize this one. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, might lose a couple of logs here. No, they're going to give me all of them back. Okay. Yeah, I probably didn't need it. I probably just needed the floodgates from like 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. I didn't need all of those across there. At some point I can change it. Let's do levees here. Do a levee here, 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 here. We're gonna prioritize that to be picked up. Hopefully they can pick it all up and use it. Well, you know what? They're gonna look for a path. They're gonna say they can't get out there. It's too far away, but I'm gonna say, nope, I'm building a path out there. You can get to it. And please do. And let's prioritize these back again. There's no water left in here. Oh, I left that open. Should have closed it. That's okay. It's going to dry up. We got, what, 4.3 days left. We got a lot of water left. We're still making more planks, which we probably don't need to make more planks right now. I think we have enough to finish. What we do need is more logs. So we need like what? How many logs do we need for this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 10 right here, that's 120. 132, 44, 56, 68, 80, 92. You guys are on harvest, right? And then you guys are on harvest. We got a lot of food out of that. At least we do actually have 56 kohlrabi in stock. So these are going to start to die from lack of water. So like I said, eventually this will become a big like six deep pool. Right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's, these are 6 below. So what you can do, you dynamite out. Once you get dynamite, you can dynamite out a section here, just create a nice big pool. And then you dynamite out a section here so that you divert the water into the pool. And the flow of water is steady enough where it will continue to flow this way and into the pool to fill it up. And the nice thing about it is that you can just dynamite. It will not let you dynamite the last layer here. It'll just tell you you can't put dynamite there. so it doesn't let you accidentally like blow a big hole in your world, and you're like, oh man, there's a big hole in my world because I blew it up. Look at that, 102 kohlrabi. 15, 17. I mean, we got a lot of kohlrabi. 132 wood. We are using more water because reasons. So since this is done, we're gonna bring these down so that when the water comes through, the nice thing on this side now too is we keep this closed, and there's no water flowing this way anymore. We're not losing any water out this way. All the water is coming out the way we want it to. So we'll see how this works. Hopefully it works well. And then we're going to prioritize this. I guess what I can do is I can have this area, set this area to cut, but prioritize this section here, like from here to here. Will it let me do that? I don't think it will. It's not highlighting it. So this guy, these can still get harvested if there's enough time in their day to do it. Trees can still be harvested. There's only a handful left. I have two that are, do we have any blueberries left? A couple over here. But do we have any storage left? We don't. So there's no point in gathering blueberries. We've only got a few logs left. Because we have 114 logs. I don't see them. I bet you that all the logs are like in here. 18, 18, 18 times 3 is 54. What is it with 18? So 54, 108. And 6 is 120 right here. No, 114. There's 114. Bingo. That means the beavers have to come all the way over here to get logs. It's the same distance from here to here as it is from here. No, because they have to double back. So we could always put a stair in there, but we are going to build no berries in stock. Got 14 to 20 berries in stock. So somebody pick these up like right away. It's going to say there's no storage available. So I want to demolish this. No, I want this to come up here. Do I want this to come up here and over here, because here I'm going to put down a a forester right there. Gotta take this out, these two out. Excuse me. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to get these started again and get these filled back up again. And I'm probably gonna, once these are done with the planks and gears, I'm gonna get. I need to build another storage. So I have 108, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that's 120. He's gnawing down this one. He's gnawing down this one. Did I prioritize this? There. Pick those berries up there, guys. I'm probably going to plant berries, like maybe all in here, maybe up in here. Leave the kohlrabi here. And then maybe do more kohlrabi over here. But then I think I want to have this whole area here for oak. Oak takes 30 days to grow. Did I prioritize this one? I did, right? Yeah, I think I did. Water's down to 331. So about one of these. After like a 12-day drought. We'll see how this plays out. Yeah, really all I needed was 1, 2, 3, 4 probably, maybe 5 floodgates here. I have 4 here. This is kind of, it's a narrower area than this area here by a little bit. But I didn't need to have all of them built all the way across. Probably the same with this over here. I don't need to have all those built all the way across. Now I do have to be careful with this because this is going to want to go up to level 2. And right here I don't have these done yet. So it might try to flood. So I might have to keep this open. Might have to keep this open until this is finished. What time is it? 12:30. I'm probably going to take a break here in a minute. I've been going for hour and a half. The next thing is to come over here and start getting metal and smelting it, because some of our some more stuff that we want to do requires metal. So about 2/10 of the day is actually nighttime. I think 8/10 of the day is actually them working. I'll put a couple of people in there now because it's gonna, I don't want to forget, and it's gonna be I must have had, let's get that water filled back up again. We still working on planks. No, we're not gonna work on, we're gonna pause that then. We want to get planks going still, as I need gears. I'm gonna need to build another water storage, and that's going to be 20 gears. So I think we can unpause this. The water should be coming down. There it is. Let's see what happens with this. Let's see about filling this up first. This should fill up to level 2. And yeah, it's filling up above level. Okay. Some of it's coming through though. How's it getting through there? How is it getting through? Oh, it's getting through over here. That's why. Ah. Let's close that off. Why is it going up over? Because of this? Well, that's not good for the... Oh, let's see what happens when we drop this down then. Should go down. That should go down. So now when we have the bad water event, we drop this down, this goes up. We have a pool here, hopefully level 2, pretty much. We'll see how that works out. 21 and 3. Let's pause these. They're the most progressed. Then let's unpause these, because they're the least progressed. Okay, this is done except for this one here. Build it! Build it! Excuse me. Okay, let's get these guys. Are there any berries? Is there any berry storage left? There is berry storage left, so get this one. You did, thank you. So now we are going to build... Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Beaver. I'm going to need you to come back over here. Because I need to build. I need to clear out these areas over here. Because I need to build a couple of gathering spots. Now, do I want to... I think if I plant berries... Oh, this requires a forester. I didn't know that. Does a forester have reach over here? It does not have reach. Well, let's for now let these grow wild. Let these grow wild. And we're going to put a path over here. And we're going to build 2 gathering places like we had over here. And they're going to gather these, but then we're going to use this forester to expand this area for... I want it to go from here to here. So we're going to have to get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one. And so let's chop. I've got more birch here. I don't know why I have birch. I want to plant. I actually am going to need even more. Need more space because I need to have a couple of gathering spots. So if I have 2 for berries and I have 1, 2, 3. So 2 for berries, 3 for wood. Bring this out here. 3 for wood, 2 for berries. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is all built. It's all built up. Yeah, these guys working on filling up the water. Replenishing the water. Keep the water going. I don't have anybody unemployed. I do have these marked for cutting. Wood cutting. Eventually all this has to be cut anyway. But I don't think I need these. I don't need these filled right now in here. Okay, so let's get somebody in here. Let's get this built out. Let's get our berries built back up to 400. Let's get our food gathering places here. Get our wood gathering places here. Then we're going to mark this for need to cut see if I mark this for cutting first. I've got a timer on my phone. Hey, what's up, Cloudy? Welcome to the channel. I've got a timer on my phone because I forget to look over chat because I've been computer gaming for like 30 years. And my focus has always been tunnel vision game focus. And so now my focus is the stream. But sometimes my focus is locked in to what's going on in the game. So I have an alarm on my phone to remind me, hey, look over at chat, say hi, be friendly, all that stuff. Because these are the nice people that are watching your stream and watching you do funny things with video games. I want to plant trees. I want to plant oak over here. I want this all to be oak. And I don't want there to be any more birch. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm kind of curious over here to see what's going to happen. Let's try this real quick. I want to see this build up to level 2. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up. It's not going to flood though, right? It's not going to flood. It is flooding because of why? Because this is closed. And because this is level 4. So if I wanted that to be there, could I just bring one of these down? Would that get rid of the flood? No, the flood is still spreading. How about if I brought all 3 of them down? Is it still going to flood, or is the flood going to recede? No, it is still flooding. So I guess I need to is it coming over? Where is it coming over? It's not coming over there. It's coming over here. So what if I close this one off, but leave this one closed? Is this going to recede? No, it is still, now it is what? Now it's coming up over here. But why? It's got to be because of this. It's got to be because of this up here. I guess what I'll have to do is just have to I thought it would only fill up to it's actually filling up to level like 2 point whatever. So I do need to get triple floodgates in here. And I might as well just start building this up to level 3. But I want to have this full at some point. I want to have it full of water. How about if I just open these up? There's plenty of water. So does it start receding yet? It does not. Is it receding? It is. Okay. A little bit. Is it receding? It is receding. Okay. Bad tide. Bad tide. Bad tide incoming. See, I want to have this full of water so that when the bad tide comes, I can have this reservoir here of water. And then the bad tide will just flood out this way, and this reservoir will stay here full of water. Let's see. Well, let's open this up. Now what happens when the bad tide comes? This is going to be up. This is going to be up. And this is going to be open. How high is it going to go? It's only going to go up to level 2. I shouldn't have built this here. I want the water to flow out. Okay, so I need to send somebody over here to destroy this. I don't want that there. I do want it there. Because I want to block the water off. I'm trying to create this pool here and a pool over here. So I do want that there. But now when the bad tide comes, okay, it's not flooding over. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's give myself a little bit of a some leeway here and save the game. Worst case scenario, I guess I have to tear these down. Before bad tide. Bad tide. All right, let's come back over here. What, are we in the middle? We're in the lower right, okay. I mean, this is okay right here because I want this channel filled with water. I do want these if they start popping. This is where you have to be kind of if these start growing over here, that's the ones that I want to be cut first. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this again. And I'm just going to mark these to be cut first. Bad tide's coming. This whole corner here is going to this whole corner of the trees are going to die. Okay. Just got to catch the bad tide when it starts. Okay, I have no unemployed beavers. These are all gone. So, close that one down. And guys over here to cut these down. I want all these trees down so I can build oak there. And then I might create a blueberry patch like maybe right here. Do a blueberry patch right here up to here. And then do more oak in here. We're down to 214 food. 312 water. Let's get another person in water. We got people over here doing grabbing berries. My berries are down to 190. Let's get you up here to grab berries. Am I building anything? No, I'm not building anything, so I don't need all of you guys in here. So come over here and do all these jobs. Grab all that stuff out of there. Oh, these trees will continue to grow. Okay, that's good. All right, everybody's doing stuff. Got 22. Let's get some people over here, maybe. Another person over here. I just want to see what happens with this bad tide. This is at level 1 right now. I know I need to build this up to level 2. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put stairs over here. Start building this up to level 3. Because we're going to need to do that anyway. But levee here, levee here, levee here, levee here. We're going to put a levee here. Actually, I'm probably not going to do that one yet. Let's pause these. Because eventually I'm probably going to... let's see. I'm going to go over here to this one. I got to go over here to this. Here to this. Oop, nope, 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 nope. Okay. The most efficient way to do this might be just to build a couple stairs up here and come up here. So right before the bad tide starts, I'm going to want to close this off and let this area flood up here. Not flood, but fill. So I'd have to close this off, let this area fill, and then when the bad tide starts, open this up. There's going to be some timing involved. Yeah. Any kohlrabi? No. There's never any kohlrabi. There's never any kohlrabi because they want the kohlrabi for the nutrition in the kohlrabi, and once it's harvested, they're like, no, we just want the kohlrabi. 3 days it garners 2, so there's 200 here, 400 roughly, 600 every 3 days, and they just eat it. They eat all of it. I was talking about getting a third. Let's do that. Let's get a third. Third water storage over here. And maybe a 4th pump. Making a lot of planks. We need 30 gear. 20 gears. Let's make some gears also. While we have the water coming through here. Well, let's see. I think we're going to leave that on a cliffhanger for now. The cliffhanger being we have a bad tide approaching in a half a day. I got to go to the bathroom. So take my phone. My phone is fully charged. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching. See you in a couple minutes. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Thanks for giving me a break. Appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Where are we going to? Going back here. Back here. We're doing bottom right, I think, right? And then we go back over here. Well, let's see what happens with this bad tide event. Let's see what happens. I'm going to let this come down. That's all filled out there, so this can go back up. We're going to I'm going to bring this up so this can fill up over here. Oh, nope. Fill this up. And then we're going to open this up. I'm going to close this off. I'm going to open this up. So this should come right below. Yeah, right below level 2. So let's see what happens. Here comes the bad tide. And it should flow at the same level that this water flows at. We have this pool right here. Nice pool of water. What I want to do is, there is a technology, a stream gauge. Now you can kind of see where it is right here. I'm going to have to put somebody in there to work. I need gears for this. I need 30 gears. I have 5. I've got 75 planks. I don't want to turn them all into gears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. Send one of you over here, one of you over here to make some gears. Okay, so you need 120, so we actually need 2 of you in there. So can I get one more of you in there? And do we have any unemployed? No, we don't. All right, so this seems to be working okay. But it would be better. Now, here's the thing, though. This is what I'm thinking. Here's the thing. If this is level 3, if I tear these down and build level 3 floodgates, this is still going to, this can potentially go up to level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because basically it will fill up to the level as long as it has enough room here to get out. It will build up to the level that this is built up to. Yeah, see, these are dying. This is contaminated here. So we can bring this down a little bit. Let some water come through here to fill this up a little better. Let this fill up a little bit deeper. And thankfully, this is filling up just below. It's not flooding over in any of our things here. It's just filling up to just below level 2 and then nicely spilling out here. So that seems to have worked okay. Got a nice big pool of water here to keep this all irrigated for what, 11 days of bad tide? I think for right now we can do this. We don't need these guys over here. I want this planted, and they did plant it all. And I think I want you guys also to do blueberries. So let's plant blueberries over here. Maybe like to there. We could expand out that kohlrabi area. Let's do that for now. Then let's expand out the kohlrabi. Oh no, 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 no. What? Oh. Let's drop this down. You can drop it down to level 1. Because this is at level 1. Let's make sure it doesn't flood over that. It doesn't. Okay, so we're good. Okay, let's expand the kohlrabi maybe over here also. Go back to here. Maybe. And then out here. Let's do that. We expand the tree building, the tree planting for pine here. And then we can build a path out here. It's fine right there. I wonder if it'll let me just plant over right here with oak. It will, okay. I don't want the birch in there anymore. I want oak in there. There were a few oak that could grow up here. Might as well put those in. Since we did the mangrove, the kohlrabi over here, let's go ahead and extend the blueberries out this far. But we'd like to get rid of this one so that we can just have a nice even all oak this way, and then blueberries here, and then we'll figure out if we want to do something over here. Maybe get more gatherers or something. Keep these full. We got 25 beavers. I think we're going to pause. I'm going to pause these pods over here. We have 2 that are unemployed. Let's find something for them to do. We could have more coming over here and cutting this wood down. These are growing back, so we just let them grow back. There are more blueberries over here. What's our blueberry storage like? We're at 371 on blueberry. So 371 minus, we got 29 spaces for blueberries. It'd be over here. If I have all these blueberries over here, I don't know if I need these over here. I could expand kohlrabi over here. Basically out to this wall. Actually, I have this road here still. For transportation purposes. How many gear do we need? We need 30 gears. And 30 planks, so I still need... let's prioritize that one. It's going to be for water. We already got that set. Okay, let's get some guys in here to start cutting down wood. These trees. Oh, I got to mark them, right? Because I marked these over here to be cut down. I think they were cut down. I think they were cut down. Let's unmark these. I don't want them going on here if they can help themselves. Walking on the So now eventually what I did when I got dynamite is I came all the way up here. I built floodgates here. And then I blew this out and just had a path where the bad tide would just drain right off. I mean, what you can do is we could build a large water wheel here at some point. And take advantage of that bad water. You could build water wheels right across here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, maybe. We could also build. We could build them down here. Okay, we getting any gears over here? Nobody's building over here. Why? Because we don't have any builders up here. I'm going to turn that back on. So let's see if these guys will come down here and start building this. Because we're getting the materials that we need. We got 10 of 20 planks. Or 10 of 20 gears. We got 58 planks. We're getting a bunch of wood now. We got food. Food's coming in. Kohlrabi's being harvested. We actually have some kohlrabi in stock. Got almost 1,000 science built up. I forget if there's a cap on this that you can have stored. I don't think there is. Probably what I want to do next is build some type of medicine thing. But I think, again, that's going to require us to start doing this. So let's start doing this. Well, let's wait until we have the let's wait until we have this built. We're starting to collect more water. And then we'll use some planks to build up here. We'll put down a metal and then I think we're going to do that. We'll have metal. See, we need metal blocks. We need smelter. We need a smelter to smelt metal into blocks. And then eventually what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to collect. We're going to have one whole area here to collect, maybe not a whole area, but we're going to have a tapper shack. I know you're saying, who? Caddy shack? No, tapper. We're going to have a tapper shack so that we can collect resin, because some planks will need to be reinforced with resin. Keep an eye. Born, grew up, was born, grew up, grew up, grew up. So what a tapper shack does is a tapper shack collects resin off of pine trees, use the resin to laminate planks, because some buildings need laminated planks. Nice, look at this nice row of oak here. Nice, nice, nice. I wonder what the rule is. If there's any green on it, will it support growing something? Let's find out. We're going to find out if we can plant things with any green there and they will grow. It appears to be so, because look here. There's a blueberry bush growing there. There's a blueberry bush growing there. So let's, guess what? We're going to plant a couple more oak trees over here in our line of oaks. We're going to plant a couple more blueberry bushes over here in our line of blueberries. We're going to plant some more kohlrabi over here in our line of kohlrabi. Because guess what? Any areas where there's green, it looks like it'll grow. Like maybe over here. A little bit of green there. I don't know. How are we doing over here? Bad water doing bad things, but staying away from me. Okay. What level are we at over here? We're at very low. So we're gonna lower this a little bit more. So if we click here, we can see that it's up to about here. Is what we want. We want to keep the area irrigated, but we also want to keep stuff in our reservoir as much as possible. Now, we could also turn this area into a reservoir by building what we have here. Is these are going to be floodgates, which I don't think I would need. Again, I only need like, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's like the middle 5. I think we would need the middle 5 to allow for proper flow. I don't know. And then instead of the floodgates, we would do the do levees. Nope. Huh. I gotta right click. Get rid of it. Stop, 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 stop. No. Nope, nope, nope. I don't need that anyways. I don't need you. I only need it one high. Okay, so go back, guys. Thank you for your attentiveness. But I don't need, only need one high, and I don't need them right now. That's something for the future. All right, so we got to bring this down again. I think we just need to bring it down. It's gonna bring out the rest of the water. Now I might have let a little bit too much out. I'm not sure what the exact level is for that, but we've got 6 days left. We got lots of water. I think we're going to shut down the water. I'm going to pause the water pumping right now to try to keep this water in here because it is going to take water out of here. So this would be another possible pool over here. Take these out and build in floodgates. That way we'd be able to control better what water comes out. Same thing over here. We'd be able to keep it just below level 1. Okay, so that's built. We don't need any more gears right now. We got 4. We could have you guys start working on planks again. And then we only need one of you in there for this. So we have any unemployed. These guys are cutting wood. Our wood is up to 306. But I'll tell you what, let's see. We have 6 more days of drought. These are okay for another 10 days, so we don't have to get those down right away. We do have this forester working this whole area right here with the trees and the blueberries, because I guess you do need a forester to work the blueberries. I didn't know that. So if we wanted to plant, that's a good reason for me to have put this over here instead of over here in like the corner, because then this would have had a greater reach to like over here. So the forester could have actually planted some blueberries over here. We got 440 blueberries. So I don't think I need anybody else collecting blueberries right now. Full, that's full. These are all going to become full. So yeah, we're just going to pause those. Then you guys can find something else to do. If you need help finding something else to do, I will certainly help you. Okay, we got 25. but we only have one baby. Only got one baby. If you're wondering why you hear that pause, when I want to check people who's in my chat, I have to click on the. It's not doesn't happen in real time on Twitch. At least I'm using the OBS doc for users in chat. It's not happening in real time, so I have to click on the refresh button. When I do, it pauses the game. I got to click back on the game, and then it comes back up again. You can see there it pauses the game, and then it comes back up. But let's go back and look at what we were looking at. So I'm going to leave those two paused. I think I'm going to start these up. I've got room for 5 more beavers. That's my wife upstairs walking around. We're heading north of 600 water. We're generating more planks. We don't have any ingredients. Got plenty of water, plenty of food. Got lots of logs. This is hard mode. I've never played hard mode. The only ones that I've done. So now that we have that built, I can unpause these. We'll start collecting some metal. The only ones. The only builds that I've done are normal mode. So there's easy, normal, hard. This map is a beginner's map, which I have played on before. So since I'm doing hard mode, I wanted to play on this map. I kind of know where things are and what to expect. But I think next I might want to do some medical stuff. Oh yeah, I was talking about down here I could build a couple of showers. 3 showers. Build another pump. Could build some showers. What do showers take? 10 logs and a plank. That satisfies their need for wet fur. We already have this social life, rooftop terrace. Build that here. It accommodates 10 people, 10 beavers. And then that would allow us to do what the plan that we thought of anyways is to but for that I'd probably want to go to double platform. I've got 1,000. A double platform would allow me to come up here to this level, allow me to build a rooftop terrace and 2 more on top of here. and then possibly double back around this way and build more on top of here. $130. Bridges, overhangs, metal platforms for building up. Do monuments. 200 logs to build that one. It's 1,000 to research though. 3,000 to research that. 12,000 to research that. 20,000 to research that. Decorations. We got benches we can research. We got what? Shrubs. Within one tile, it will give some happiness. We could put some shrubs down maybe here and here because they go up the stairs. They come out here, they go up the stairs, put a shrub right there, put a shrub right there. Lanterns, roof. I don't think we need roofs yet. Brazier. Let's see. Stuff that's like necessary. I mean, they're at level 4, but if I can get them up to level 7. Yeah, see, first of all, I need to eliminate potential injuries. So I need to, because injuries are going to be part of this. So I need to get some medical beds down. So right now the injuries aren't severe. At some point we will need to develop medicine. Um, I'm not sure if you develop medicine with these guys or not. I am sorry, I didn't have my mic on. I was just talking about things that I could have been doing. For example, this forester would have been better placed over here, because you can see the forester's reach right now is right here, and I didn't know at the time that I placed this down that foresters also plant blueberries. And so if I had the forester maybe here or here even, it would have a longer reach maybe to over here where it could do blueberries, or even, along here. But instead I have it kind of buried over here in the corner, and its reach is limited because it can't reach up here until maybe I connect this and I drop this down. So that's a bit of a mistake there. I've got some more babies growing here. We're talking about maybe putting up some decorations so we can get their level up to level 7. We need to do medical stuff, so we're talking about doing their well-being, to maybe putting in some medical beds for beavers that are injured. Maybe even putting these up here where we've got some room. Um, and then, yeah, just trying to stay on top of water and on top of logs and on top of food. And the bad water is going to be over in 5 days. And we successfully built this out to hold water here so that we can continue growing stuff. You can see here it's still at a nice level. How do we get, let's do this. It's still at a pretty nice level. It's probably going to be the next day or so, it's going to dry up. But for now, it's been at a pretty nice level where we can continue growing our stuff. And I turned off, I'm only collecting from one water pump right now, because we don't need to end this. We don't need to end a drought or a bad tide with like 600 water if we can get people doing other stuff, like collecting berries, collecting food. Right now, I think we're maxed out on our berries. 200, yeah, so we don't need anybody collecting berries right now. So we can shut this off. Those two are turned off. That's turned off. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's going to do it for me for today. Oh man, did the same thing again. Anyways, yeah, so this is what the map looks like. We've got 600 water, 328 wood. We got 506 food. Kohlrabis are always hard to stay on top of because they love their kohlrabi. We're going to cap off our building of babies for right now. We've got 25. I think we're going to leave these open until we get to like 27. And then we're going to shut that down. We did have what? Grew up. We haven't had any die recently, so we're probably going to have some dying pretty soon. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to save this. And I can save this as new Biff. Let me put my glasses back on. Easier to see. Twitch. 3, day 3. Gonna save that. Going to exit to main menu. Going to exit. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I think this is a great game. It's like 20. I don't know. It's 20% off or something now. 10% on Steam. And update 7. Look at their update log. It's like when did it come out? 2021. So it's like 4 years long. And there's update after update after update after patch after patch after patch. It's just like they are not stopping on this game, and there's no DLC. You pay $25 for the game, and you get a great game. And they're a great game that's still in early access, that they're still continuing to update. That, as far as I know, and as long as I played, is bug free. So much content. You just keep building and building and building and building. So yeah. So that's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody who and thank you for somebody came into chat. Oh, Nariza G came into chat. So thank you, Nariza G, for coming in. And there was somebody else who came in. Thank you for coming in. Any VOD watchers, I know you're out there. Thank you for watching. And that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for watching. And wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.